Hey, so apparently the internet's gone wild again. Another batch of leaks just dropped, and this time it's about Chisa, the mysterious chaos infused support everyone's been whispering about since she got teased a couple of months ago. Before we get carried away, let's get one thing straight. None of this is confirmed. These details could still change by the time her official reveal happens. But if what's been circulating turns out to be accurate, Chisa might just be the most game-changing addition that is designed to fix the common issues with current negative status effects resonators. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? Yes, I'm back, folks. Sorry for the AI voice these past few days. Just needed to make videos at blazing speeds. Anyways, we are back to normal programming once again. Anyways, here's what's causing the buzz. Chisa is supposedly going to be a healer type sub DPS who can also take on the role of a main DPS when built right. Yes, you heard that correctly. A unit that heals, deals damage, and buffs simultaneously. That alone is enough to get theory crafters losing sleep. But it doesn't stop there, because she's reportedly will come with built-in Havoc Bane, which is huge. That means she won't need another unit to help her stack Havoc Bane. Okay, now she can handle it herself, right? This gives her independence and flexibility that most supports can only dream of. Think of her like Shakona on steroids, because her kit allegedly will also interact with both Aero Erosion and Spectrofrazzle mechanics. Which sounds wild because it means she can help two different elemental teams that usually don't overlap. Think about that for a second. One character helping both Aero and Spectro setups. That's practically unheard of. And you know what's unheard of? You actually missing Chisa just because you ran out of asteroids. Ha ha ha. With version 2.8 just around the corner, it's time to save asteroids for Chisa, Phoebe, Frolova, and Cantarella. So, if you need to top up in order to get Lunites, Asteroids, and Battle Pass exclusives, why not use my loot bar link down in the description for up to 25% in savings? Not only are you helping your finances, you'll also help mine as well. Loot Bar is the most trusted name when it comes to Wuwa top-ups with amazing Trustpilot reviews. With their mobile DIY top-ups, you will get the discounts without giving out your password. So, use my link for an extra 10% off your first purchase, and thank you Loot Bar for sponsoring this video. Now, if these rumors are true, Chisa might become the single most versatile unit in the game. For example, she can replace Aero Rover in Kartithia's Erosion team, meaning players can finally free up that slot for more aggressive damage options. But the real bombshell is her potential synergy with Zani. Right now, Zani's biggest weakness is her clunky interaction with the Shorekeeper when trying to maintain smooth Spectrofrazzle uptime. Chisa could fix that instantly. She could act as the healer, the buffer, and the stabilizer that lets Zani focus on what she does best: dealing massive damage. So it's like the developers took all the complaints about team composition friction and said, fine, we'll make one character that solves all of your problems. And that's where Chisa comes in. She's shaping up to be the universal adapter of Wuthering Waves, a plug-and-play powerhouse who fills in any gap your team might have. But let's not forget her DPS potential here. As a main damage dealer, Chisa apparently scales incredibly well with Qiuyuan's critical buffs and echo skill boosts. That means if you already have Qiuyuan built by the time that Chisa arrives, and he's already optimized, he's going to elevate her damage ceiling to another level entirely. Suddenly, that dynamic turns into a beautiful symphony of chaos and control. Qiuyuan amplifying her output while she sustains the team and spreads elemental pressure across the battlefield. Okay, so what's fascinating is that Chisa's design philosophy seems to be centered on hybrid flexibility. She's not just meant to fit into one archetype, Instead, she's designed to morph into whatever role your team needs most at any given time. You got a fragile DPS who needs protection? Well, Chisa heals. Need more negative status stacks? Well, she can help there as well. Missing a sub DPS to maintain rotation flow? Well, she could take over. It's almost unfair how many roles she can cover simultaneously. Of course, it's easy to get hyped about leaks, right? And Wuthering Waves players have learned to thread carefully. Guru Games loves to tweak mechanics right before release, so her final kit could end up being different from what's currently circulating. But even then, the direction these leaks suggest feels promising. The game has been leaning towards encouraging more flexible playstyles rather than locking characters into rigid roles, and Chisa would be the perfect representation of that new philosophy. The perspective, she could single-handedly shift the balance for negative status-based teams. Aero Erosion and Spectro Frazzle setups have always been strong in theory, but inconsistent in practice, especially due to the dependency on specific buffers or enablers. Chisa stepping into that ecosystem as both an enabler and sustain unit could be the missing puzzle piece that finally makes those compositions, feel smooth. And for Zani mains, this might be your moment. If you've been frustrated with how awkward her synergy with Shorekeeper feels, Chisa's arrival might be the turning point. She could make Zani's rotation more fluid, reduce the downtime, and stabilize energy flow. Essentially, she might make Zani feel as effortless as Jinshi does in her best teams. So, what's the bottom line? If everything about these rumors pans out, Chisa won't just be another healer or maybe another DPS, she'll be a meta-defining hybrid that redefines what support roles are capable of. The kind of character who doesn't just fit into teams, she can create new ones. And the best part, she might finally make negative status archetypes like Aero Erosion and Spectro Frazzle feel complete. Of course, we're still in rumor territory here. None of this is confirmed, so please take it with a grain of salt. But even so, Chisa's rumored design philosophy, self-sustaining, team fixing, and damage ready makes her one of the most intriguing upcoming units we've heard about so far. And if true, Sonny's about to get the best partner she's ever had since Phoebe. Qiuyuan just gained another reason to stay relevant, and Wuthering Waves as a whole might enter a new age of hybrid flexibility. So, whether you plan to pull her for her healing, her damage, or just because she sounds absurdly fun to play, one thing's clear, Chisa might just be that meta breaker we've been obsessing about for months, but in a build or a way that we've never expected. So, if this video resonated with you, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for more added Chisa Gacha luck. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you in my next video drop.